Aunty Ganga was extremely involved and incredibly helpful with the SSE band over the last 10 years. Back in 2010, when I was conductor, we were looking for a new location for practices. Without a second thought, Aunty Ganga and Uncle Nandakumar lovingly welcomed us into their home. Not once did they make it seem like we were an inconvenience, considering we were practicing there 2 to 3 times per week. Each practice would end with their signature sandwiches, making it tradition. Every practice, Aunty Ganga would always ask to listen to our songs and tell us how far we had come. No matter what the situation, she would remain calm and humble and never raise her voice. I will always remember Aunty Ganga for how loving, caring, and nurturing she was.
Ganga Aunty, thank you for everything that you've done for us. No words can describe just how much you and Nandakumar uncle have sacrificed for us, how much you've dedicated yourselves to make us better. You are truly an advocate for Swami's teachings, and I truly considered you as a mother in my heart. It pains me to accept that you are no longer with us, but our memories of you, your teachings, your inspiration, your love, and your kind heart will always live on in us, and I will always cherish that. You have watched over me since I was a child, and you have seen me grow up to be the man I am today, and I know that you will continue to watch over us from above. Thank you for everything that you've done for us, and thank you for everything that you will continue to do for us. You will always be loved, and you will truly be missed.
Hi everyone, I just want to pay my respects to Ganga Aunty. I had the pleasure of being in her class for 1 year, and I knew her many more years through band. She's actually the one that brought me into band. She came to me and said I should join, and through her is where I got a lot of the growth that I had in band. Not only as a member of the band, but eventually as a conductor for 1 year. And so I owe a lot of my growth and experience in the band to Ganga Aunty. Thank you.
Saram. My name is Pranavi. Thinking about Ganga Aunty brings forward so many feelings and thoughts. For me, the main feeling is gratitude. The main reason that I joined the band was Ganga Aunty. She was so encouraging and loving, and her confidence in me is what gave me the courage to become band conductor, and it also pushed me forward to play the flute in Puttaparthi for Swami. And I really owe those experiences to Ganga Aunty. And I'm so grateful. They're priceless memories, and Ganga Aunty's love for her students, for her children, was priceless. Ganga Aunty, I hope that you are resting peacefully at the lotus feet of Swami. We really miss you, but we know that you belong with Swami and that he'll take care of you. But we will miss you down here.
Ganga Aunty was one of the kindest and most loving souls that I've ever had the fortune of meeting. She was always there for me, especially when I was band conductor, to offer me guidance and support in whatever capacity that she could. She was always positive and had a smile for everybody that she met. I will forever be grateful for having met her, for everything that she has done for me, and most importantly, for everything that she has taught me.
Sairam, my name is Bhajan, and I had the privilege of meeting Ganga Aunty during my tenure as band conductor in 2015. Over the years that followed, my family and I were blessed to grow closer to Ganga Aunty and experience her unparalleled divinity and kindness. What drew us closer to Ganga Aunty was her amazing ability to embrace each and every one of us as her own. Whenever I would start a new job or encounter any hardships, she would reach out to me and remind me that Swami would give me the strength and guidance to prevail. She was the most vivid representation of Swami's grace in my life, almost as if it were conveyed vicariously through her. I know she's in a better place now, because it appears that God doesn't wait for its best soldiers. Thank you, Sairam.
Ganga Aunty was one of my most favorite people. She was so kind, generous, and strong. She played a major part in my life, initially as my guru, and then when I became a member of band, and finally conductor. She had so much love to give, and she loved all of us like her own children. I will never forget her telling me that the word impossible should not be part of my dictionary. I will never forget her smile, and of course, her sandwiches, because you could taste love in those sandwiches. Ganga Aunty, you will be truly missed, but your legacy will live on.
Ganga Aunty was a compassionate and motherly figure to the SSC band. I will always remember her standing by the front door of her home with bags of sandwiches as my mother and I stopped by on the way to band practices. Even though she was not feeling too well, she always found a way to be there for us. She was always checking in on the band and reminding me that everything we did was for Swami and we had to do it with love. She will always be one of my biggest mentors, and I am so thankful for all that she has taught me.
Swami says that if you conduct yourself with peace, love, and compassion, then you are God. And I can't think of anyone more fitting to this quote like Ganga Aunty. As a former SSC band conductor, I will always be in debt to Ganga Aunty and her hospitality. From the band's first days, Ganga Aunty has been a source of encouragement and support. Though some may not know her impact, she has always been a vital part of the band and its success. As an individual, I have been fortunate enough to have Ganga Aunty as a guru. She was an individual that embodied the true meaning of humility and selfless service. Though she is in a better place now, her teachings will always remain within us. Sarah.
Sairam. I'm Sahanya, last year's band conductor. To Ganga Aunty, I cannot emphasize enough how truly beautiful your soul is. I thank Swami every day for blessing me with you. He has given me so much by just bringing you into my life. Seeing and feeling your love has been the biggest blessing of them all. And Swami has been so good to me for allowing me to witness this. There is nobody in the world that compares to your kind and genuine nature. You found joy in Seva, and yet you still managed to share this joy with everyone around you. You are truly a gift from Swami himself. Rest in peace, Ganga Aunty. Sairam.
प्रणवस्वरूपा पाहि गजानन विघ्ननाशा विनायका प्रणवस्वरूपा पाहि गजानन विघ्ननाशा विनायका एक
धन्य हो ईश्वरांबा, जग को धीजो लाल बाबा, जग को धीजो लाल बाबा। धन्य हो धन्य हो धन्य हो धन्य हो, कलियुग में अवतारिणी, कलियुग में अवतारिणी, सकल चराचर के भगवान, सकल चराचर के भगवान। जगधोधारा साई नारायण, जगधोधारा साई नारायण, जग को धीजो लान भावा, जग को धीजो लान भावा। धन्य हो धन्य हो धन्य हो ईश्वरांबा, धन्य हो ईश्वरांबा, धन्य हो धन्य हो धन्य हो ईश्वरांबा, जग को धीजो लाल बाबा।
शिरडी के साई भर्ती के बाबा, शिरडी के साई भर्ती के बाबा। तुम हो हमारे प्यारे साई बाबा, तुम हो हमारे प्यारे साई बाबा। शिरडी के साई भर्ती के बाबा। प्रेममय साई प्रेम प्रदाता, प्रेममय साई प्रेम प्रदाता। ईश्वरां बनैतन जगत परिपाला, ईश्वरां बनैतन जगत परिपाला। हे पाप विनाशक परम कृपाला, हे पाप विनाशक परम कृपाला। शिरडी के साई भर्ती के बाबा।
जय साई गुरुदेवा, साई गुरुदेवा, जय साई गुरुदेवा, साई गुरुदेवा। गुरु सेवा विना निर्वाण नहीं, जय साई गुरुदेवा। गुरु सेवा विना निर्वाण नहीं, जय साई गुरुदेवा। जय साई गुरुदेवा, साई गुरुदेवा। तुम्ही हो माता पिता, तुम्ही हो साई गुरुदेवा। तुम्ही हो माता पिता, तुम्ही हो साई गुरुदेवा। सत्य स्वरूपा राह दिखाओ साई गुरुदेवा। सत्य स्वरूपा राह दिखाओ साई गुरुदेवा। गुरु सेवा विना निर्वाण नहीं, जय साई गुरुदेवा। गुरु सेवा विना निर्वाण नहीं, जय साई गुरुदेवा। showing love and kindness. When we think about Ganga Aunty, we always remember her smiling face and all the love she has given to us. We will always keep her in our hearts and mind. We will truly miss you and love you, Aunty.
Dear Ganga Aunty, I feel honored to have you in my life. Thank you for everything you've done for me. I will miss you more than ever. You are the best auntie anyone could ever wish for. I'll miss you forever.
Ganga Aunty encourages me and guides me to the right pathway. She always inspires me to work hard.
Ganga Aunty was caring and inspirational, always telling me that Swami is with you. Her positive words and attitude towards me will always inspire me.
Ganga Aunty, thank you for being such an inspirational figure in my life. I will always cherish the amazing moments that we had together. I always loved it when you encouraged me to do well in my sports and my studies and always give 110%. I will always remember the great life lessons that you taught me, and I know you will always be there within my heart. I will miss you, Ganga.
Ganga Aunty is someone that I will always remember for the countless teachings and memories that we shared. Above all the Raptors games that we watched together and the deep conversations that we had on life, I will remember her most for her cheerful smile and lovely voice that she always used when talking to anybody. Thank you, Ganga Aunty, for everything that you did for me and continue to do to this day. I will miss you.
Thank you for everything you have done. You have always been with me if I need help, and thank you for helping me with my speech for my play. I had some stage fright, and you're the one who helped me overcome it. Thank you. You're a very important person, and you mean a lot to me. Thank you, Ganga Aunty, for being the one who stands here when anyone needs help. You are a very important person, and your memories will be remembered.
Ganga Aunty, you did not leave us. You will always be with us and always guide us by our side. Through the invaluable lessons you have taught us, through the obstacles that you have prepared us to face, through our selfless actions that you have taught us yourself, your legacy will always live on. You are a true guru who showed us, your students, through your life, that love in action is right conduct.
बोलो बोलो सब में बोलो ओम नमः शिवाय। बोलो बोलो सब में बोलो ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय। बोलो बोलो सब में बोलो ओम नमः शिवाय। जूत जटा में गंगाधारी, जूट जटा में गंगाधारी, त्रिशूलधारी डमरू बजावे, त्रिशूलधारी डमरू बजावे, डम 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 डमरू बजाव, डम 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 डमरू बजाव। गूंजताओ नमः शिवाय, गूंजताओ नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om Namah Shivaya. Bolo bolo sab mein bolo Om Namah Shivaya.
Amba Vandanam Ishvara Amba Vandanam Amba Vandanam Ishvara Amba Vandanam Janani Vandanam Jaga Janani Vandanam Janani Vandanam Jaga Janani Vandanam Janani Vandanam Jaga Janani Vandanam Ni Vandanam Jaga Janani Vandanam Sai Vandanam Satya Sai Vandanam Sai Vandanam Satya Sai Vandanam Mata Vandanam Ishvaramba Vandanam Mata Vandanam Ishvaramba Vandanam Amma Vandanam Ishvaramba Vandanam
Satya Sai Padambujam Bhajore Manasa Nirantaram Satya Sai Padambujam Bhajore Manasa Nirantaram Paramapavitram Pavana Charanam Paramapavitram Pavana Charanam Kalimala-dahanam Shri Guru Charanam Kalimala-dahanam Shri Guru Charanam Bhava-bhayanashana Durita-nivarana Bhava-bhayanashana Durita-nivarana Patipurishwara Pankaja Charanam Patipurishwara Pankaja Charanam Bhajore Manasa Nirantaram Bhajore Manasa Nirantaram Satya Sai Padambujam Bhajore Manasa Nirantaram
Ishwaramba Priyatanaya Sai Narayana Ishwaramba Priyatanaya Sai Narayana Sai Narayana Satyanarayana Sai Narayana Satyanarayana Ishwaramba Priyatanaya Sai Narayana Kaliyuga mein avatar liye Kaliyuga mein avatar liye Kain kain mein tera naam Sai kain kain mein tera naam Kain kain mein tera naam O Sai kain kain mein tera naam Ishwaramba Priyatanaya Sai Narayana Sairam everyone, my name is Sivaganga and I'm very grateful for the opportunity to speak a few words about Ganga Aunty. I've known Ganga Aunty for a large portion of my life through the Sai Center. She had a way of making each and every single student that she came across feel very special. She was genuine in her interactions and it was never a shallow exchange of pleasantries. She made people feel the depths of her kindness and it was so unconditional. I'll miss sneaking up on her at Bhajan and seeing her beautiful smile greeting me with so much enthusiasm. Whether it's a call or email for my birthday, or getting me a cake for my graduations, or being invested in my career aspirations and providing constant encouragement alongside Nandakumar uncle, she was nothing less of a mother figure to me. Beyond that, she was a role model. She showed me true devotion towards Swami. She showed me how to be a graceful, kind, patient, and knowledgeable guru. I was able to witness this as her assistant guru back in 2013. It's sad and heartbreaking that she's not a phone call or a WhatsApp message away, but I know she's free from the pain and suffering and is in the company of our beloved Swami. My prayers and love are always with you during this time, Nandakumar uncle, and I pray to Swami to continue to bless and care for you and all those mourning during this time. Jai Sai Ram.
I will always remember Ganga Aunty as a kind and caring person who constantly looked out for everyone else. I have known Aunty for 15 years and will never forget how every time I meet her, I'm always greeted with a smile and kind words. I am grateful to have known Aunty for this long and will cherish all the memories we have together. She was a compassionate teacher, a kind-hearted individual who brought positivity and brightness to those around her. We will miss you, Ganga Aunty.
My deepest condolences goes to Nandakumar uncle and his family after the sad loss of Ganga Aunty. Ganga Aunty was always known for her loving heart and her dedicated mindset. From the first time I met her, she was a true inspiration. She strived on teaching us Swami's teachings from her own actions. I really cannot digest the fact that Ganga Aunty is not with us anymore. Ganga Aunty, you will always be an inspiration to me. You will always be in my heart, and we all love you. And honestly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for everything you've done for us. May your soul rest in peace.
From her charming and contagious smile to her generous nature, Ganga Aunty had many defining qualities and influences that have helped shape the Sai community to what it is today. Her kindness, compassion, and generosity has helped everyone she knew become a better person. She served as an extremely caring and supportive mentor for all SSE students. From putting in countless hours to coordinate student performances to treating them with her well-renowned sandwiches, she always put SSE students first. She is proof that a person with the highest of human values makes the greatest teacher. Her positive impact on SSE students will never be forgotten. We love you and we miss you, Ganga Aunty, and may your soul rest in peace.
Thank you, Ganga Aunty, for always showing your care and kindness towards us by always making us sandwiches every week and by being there for us during our practice while we practice for our plays.
Dear Ganga Aunty, I'm saddened that you have been taken from us so soon. However, life is not measured by the number of years you live, but rather by the number of hearts you have touched, hands that you have helped, and mouths that you have fed. Your kindness and generosity is widespread. You encouraged and motivated so many of us to reach for higher. 20 years ago, when you used to drive me to work and I was on the verge of becoming an adult, you used to talk to me and give me advice, which I still see the value in even now. But that was you. You shared freely, you helped freely, and gave with all your heart and energy. You are legendary for your sandwiches at the center. You may think it was a simple act, but in reality, you did this week after week, class after class, practice after practice without fail, regardless of your own commitments, to ensure that these growing children had something to eat, energy to tide them over until they were able to go home. In continuing to honor you, I hope that we will all live our lives the way you have lived yours, embodying kindness and generosity.
Gangaka, I miss you and all the conversations we had over the past few years. You have been my role model,
and you continue to inspire me every day to be a better person. You are in a better place, Akka. You're in a happier place with our beloved Swami. Continue to bless and guide our SSC children. Love you, Akka. Miss you a lot.
Sairam, when I think of Ganga Aunty, I think of her love and her compassion. Whether I was a little kid or a lot older, she would always show me the same love and the same compassion, and always with a smile and soft-spoken. Swami has a quote, "My life is my message." And I think Ganga Aunty really took that to heart and imbibed that in everything she did. You will be missed, Ganga Aunty.
Sairam, my name is Nalaksan, one of the gurus and students that Ganga Aunty taught at the Satya Sai Center of Scarborough. Ganga Aunty was honestly one of the most influential people in the center. She was honestly the brightest light in the center. She was always happy, always willing to give, and always willing to help. She would continue to go the extra mile for every child, or every youth that came into the center, always encouraging and promoting them to be the best they can be, and supported them no matter what. Ganga Aunty truly was the embodiment of love all and serve all. She acted as a mother for everyone, and she never stopped working as hard as she did with the center. She truly is a selfless person, and she constantly showed love, compassion, and care for everyone in the center. Ganga Aunty is someone that truly will be missed, and honestly a very pillar of support, a strong pillar of support for many youth and children that came into the center. I truly am grateful to have met Ganga Aunty, to have learned from her, but most importantly, I wouldn't be where I am without Ganga Aunty's influence, and I greatly and truly will miss her.
Sairam, Ganga Aunty, one of the greatest lessons that I've learned from you is this idea that in whatever you do it for Swami. The idea here is that if you do it for Swami, if you really love him, you do it with integrity and with intensity. So there's a story where when I was a younger boy, we had to do a comedy performance. Our boys class had to do a comedy performance for Swami's birthday, and some people were dancing off beat and were slacking off, and you're saying, boys, do it for Swami, do it for Swami. You could have scared us off and it kind of instilled fear by saying, listen, you're going to humiliate all of us, you're going to humiliate me, we're going to do a terrible job in front of everybody. You didn't say that. You said, do it for Swami. And I think the lesson here is that, if you really love him, you do whatever you do with integrity and intensity, because that's what would make him happy. And so that's what I try to do in everything that I do. I do with integrity and with intensity, or at least I try. Ganga Aunty, you were such a role model teacher. I love you so much. May peace be upon you. Take care.
Sairam, Ganga Aunty, there's one particular attribute that comes to mind when I think of you, and that is the unconditional love that you showered to many individuals, including myself. For instance, when I was younger and one of your students in your class, you lovingly created sandwiches and shared them to all students after every class. And more recently, when you were going through one of the toughest times of your life as you were battling cancer, you made it a point not to go into detail about the suffering that you were going through whenever I inquired about your health. And this is mainly because you didn't want me to worry or feel sad about the suffering that you were going through. And to me, this speaks volumes about how loving and thoughtful you are. Now, I recognize that you're not physically here, but to me, your memories is something that I'll always cherish in my heart. And moving forward, I'm going to strive to continue to make you proud as both one of your students and one of your children.
Even though we can't pay our respects in person, we can always respect Ganga Aunty through our actions.
Ganga Aunty had this special ability to see this intrinsic goodness in everyone she met, even if they couldn't see it in themselves. And I think it's this quality that made her able to bring people together.
She treated all of us like her children, always trying to check up on us even years after we graduated. And I was lucky enough to receive my Balvikas diploma from her, and she was the one guru whose eyes always lit up whenever she saw me in the mandir.
Right before any major event in my life, for some reason I'd randomly run into Ganga Aunty the day before my Aurangate or the day of my prom,
and the only thing I can chalk it up to is some sort of serendipitous blessing, because I've always felt that Ganga Aunty has been a champion for me, and I think the crazy thing is all of her students feel the exact same way.
As former students of Ganga Aunty, we know that everything she did was rooted in love, and we can try to best honor her by spreading that love.
I just want to say thank you for all the years that you've been a part of not only mine, but also Akka and our family's lives. You've been such a great role model, such a kind, loving human being, and almost like a second mother to us. You've been here for us when there were things going on in both of our personal lives where we definitely needed a lot of help, and you never thought twice, and you and Nandakumar uncle always were willing to give a helping hand and always looked after us as well, and we can't thank you enough for that.
Just like Thambi said, yeah, Ganga Aunty, you've been such a role model. I don't think anyone could be as genuine or as, you know, pure souled as you were, and you definitely taught me and Thambi a lot. You were basically the person that was always there to support us, you know, whether it be through our successes, whether it be, you know, in really dark times in our lives. Earlier this year, with the stuff that happened in our family, like really were so supportive for us. Although we are so sad to see or not see you here physically anymore, we know that you will be better and happier with Swami. And yeah, of course, Nandakumar uncle, you know, me and Thambi are always here for you, and your family as well. And we just feel so blessed to have known Ganga Aunty, and we thank Swami for that. Saram.
Saram, everyone. My name is Vaishnavi. It is saddening that Aunty has departed our world and has left us, but I'm happy that she's in a better place now. She is happy and she will be guiding us throughout any journeys through our life. One memory I have of Aunty is that when I was in Group 1, Level 1, and we had practices, any sort of practices, she would be the first to come, and Uncle obviously too. Both of them will come and provide us with snacks, and as kids we would love it and enjoy it. Aunty, you'll surely be missed. We love you so much. And Uncle, my sincere condolences.
Dear Ganga Aunty, you were always a valued member of the SSC community. Your passion and devotion were contagious, and you always motivated us to bring out the best within ourselves while being very kind and supportive. I distinctly remember being in Nandakumar uncle's class and having you encourage me to be the best I can be. I also remember you nurturing the band to bring out the best within their capabilities, while also giving us sandwiches after long and grueling practices. I just want to take this opportunity to say one last thank you for everything you've done.
Dear Ganga Aunty, when I think of Bal Vikas and all of my memories there, I realized how large a part of my childhood that you played a role in. When you were my class guru, you handled us with so much love and care, and furthermore, you and Nandakumar uncle supported the band to your utmost efforts back in the day. I still remember how cozy your house was when you lent us space so we could practice, and I always looked forward to your cheese and strawberry sandwiches. We are so heartbroken that you are no longer with us, Ganga Aunty, but we know that you are with Swami now. Please continue to watch over all of us.
Sairam, Shamitra and I would like to say a few words about Ganga Aunty and how she impacted our lives in a positive way.
Ganga Aunty was more than just a guru. She was a role model and a mother to not only us, but the youth and children of our Sai Center.
Her bright smile and infectious personality made everyone's day better. She always made sure to keep in touch and spread positive messages whenever she was given the opportunity.
She never missed a birthday, anniversary, or any other significant events in our family and all the families around her.
She always made sure to wish Shamitra and I on our birthday, and even baked us a cake, made sure it was our favorite cake, and that's something that we will cherish forever.
Ganga Aunty, you will always be in our hearts, and we will cherish the moments we shared together.
We love you.
I have known Ganga Aunty since I was an SSE student in grade 2.
She sparked my interest for the SSE program and is one of the reasons that I decided to become a guru. Once I became a guru, I had the immense privilege of working closely with her during her time as Educare Coordinator. I will always aspire to be the kind of guru that Ganga Aunty was. She was so loving towards all of her students and so dedicated towards teaching Swami's message to so many blessed students over the years.
Ganga Aunty was so selfless, caring, and inspirational, and so committed to Swami's work. Thank you so much, Ganga Aunty, for all that you have done for us.
Ganga Aunty was one of the kindest and most loving individuals that I have ever met. Anytime that I saw her, she would greet me with a warm hug, a beautiful smile, and of course, a sandwich. I will forever be grateful to Ganga Aunty for all the ways she would encourage my sister and I to be the best we could be at anything that we strive to do. Every time she heard me sing or play flute in bhajans, she would find me after just to tell me how much she enjoyed it. And even when she wasn't able to come to bhajans, she would always find a way to shower me with her love through text messages, emails, phone calls, whether it was at the beginning of the school year, on my birthday, or if she heard me through the bhajan live stream. Ganga Aunty, thank you so much for everything that you have done for me. I will never forget your guidance, love, and encouragement. Although I will miss you so deeply, I know you will always be watching over me from above. Love you always.
Sairam. It's quite hard to believe and really hard to process that Ganga Aunty is no longer with us physically. But all throughout her life, she showered nothing but love, care, and positive energy on all of us, and it was truly a blessing to have known her ever since she was my SSC guru when I was a young child. Thank you for sharing your light with us and being a beacon in all of our lives. We will continue to aspire to be as pure and full of love as you have been, Aunty. Thank you once again. Sairam.
Om Shri Sai Ram. Ganga Aunty was the best Sai role model I have ever had. She's an exemplary devotee and has inspired so many of us to improve our own lives. She didn't preach Swami's teachings, she lived them. Her life was Swami's message. She always brought so much love and joy to any room she was in, but was always very genuine and incredibly humble. Ganga Aunty treated every SSC student as her own. I'm pretty sure her and Nandakumar uncle have fed every SSC student they have ever come across. Any play practice I was in, she was always there offering guru's guidance, helping students out, helping any way she could, and handing out sandwiches. So many sandwiches. Seeing the intensity and the passion she showed for every SSC student has made me a better guru, and seeing the way she lived and taught Swami's teachings has made me a better devotee. Ganga Aunty, may you rest in peace with Swami forever. We love you, we miss you, and you will forever be in our hearts. Jai Sai Ram.
Yuga yuga ke avatara Sai Rama, Sai Krishna, Sai Baba. Yuga yuga ke avatara Sai Rama, Sai Krishna, Sai Baba. Baba, Sai Baba, Baba, Sai Baba, Baba, Sai Baba, Baba, Sai Baba. Yuga yuga ke avatara Sai Rama, Sai Krishna, Sai Baba. Allah Yeshu Nanak Sai, Buddha Zorasha Mahavira Sai. Allah Yeshu Nanak Sai, Buddha Zorasha Mahavira Sai. Ram Rahim Jai Ram Rahim Jai Ram Rahim Jai Ram. Ram Rahim Jai Ram Rahim Jai Ram Rahim Jai Ram. Ram Rahim Jai Ram Rahim Jai Ram Rahim Jai Ram. Ram Rahim Jai Ram Rahim Jai Ram Rahim Jai Ram. युग युग के अवतारा साई रामा साई कृष्ण साई बाबा
माता माता साई माता 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 साई माता जगत माता साई विश्व माता जगत माता साई विश्व माता शांतिदायिनी विश्व माता शांतिदायिनी साई माता 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 साई माता 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 साई माता दुर्गा भवानी काली कपालिनी दुर्गा भवानी काली कपालिनी शांतिदायिनी विश्व माता शांतिदायिनी साई माता 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 साई माता 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 साई माता
सत्य धर्म शांति प्रेम स्वरूपा प्रशांति निलया देवा सत्य धर्म शांति प्रेम स्वरूपा प्रशांति निलया देवा राम हो कृष्ण हो साई राम देवा राम हो कृष्ण हो साई राम देवा शिव शक्ति स्वरूपा बाबा हे दीन पालना बाबा शिव शक्ति स्वरूपा बाबा हे दीन पालना बाबा हे प्रशांति निलया देवा हे पुनवतारा बाबा हे प्रशांति निलया देवा हे पुनवतारा बाबा अल्लाह हो मौला हो साई राम देवा अल्लाह हो मौला हो साई राम देवा सत्य धर्म शांति प्रेम स्वरूपा प्रशांति निलया देवा
ईश्वराम्ब प्रियनन्दना ईश्वराम्ब प्रियनन्दना साई जय जगवन्दना साई जय जगवन्दना साई जय जगवन्दना साई जय जगवन्दना रत्नाकर कुलभूषणा रत्नाकर कुलभूषणा राजीव नयन नारायण राजीव नयन नारायण नारायण हरि नारायण नारायण साई नारायण नारायण हरि नारायण नारायण साई नारायण ईश्वराम्ब प्रियनन्दना
ओम जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी सत्य साई हरे भक्त जना संरक्षक भक्त जना संरक्षक पति महेश्वरा ओम जय जगदीश हरे शशिवदना श्रीकरा सर्वा प्राणपते स्वामी सर्वा प्राणपते समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की जय।